loading here.
I'll turn it over to Coach Williams, make a few opening remarks, and then we'll take questions. Coach?
Well, excited to be here. First of all, just want to recap on last week. Man, I'm so proud of those guys, the way they fought. You got to think at halftime down 24-6, and to still hear those guys coming together and by how they just continue to believe that we was going to win that ball game the way they fought. Incredible. Defense early on, gave up 124 yards. And then from first two series, and then from there, I think held them a little over 100 yards there. From that point on, offensively, man, we struggled early on there, especially first half. Came in halftime, made some adjustments, and we got it going a little bit on offense. But I'm proud of that team. I'm proud of the staff under short notice to come in and compete like that. I thought on special teams we could have played better. Did some things that, some self-inflicted wounds. But overall, I'm happy the way these kids competed. I'm happy the way these coaches work their tail out to get these guys prepared. So with that, I can open up for questions.
Raise your hand and we'll call on you. Please let them know your affiliation. Back row, Ryan.
Coach Ryan Hennessy, NBC 13 in Birmingham. It seems like it's a new season. The fans are feeling like a lot of support with you. Is there a push at all for you to be the next official head coach here at Auburn?
Honestly, I'm just worried about now. Kind of my message to the team on Friday was I know, a lot of fans, a lot of people, even us adults, kids, worrying about the next move, worrying about who the next coach gonna be. Honestly, I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused on these kids and this coaching staff. I'm truly focused on just bringing that energy, just pouring into these kids' lives. So honestly, I can't even think beyond this moment. I want to sit in this moment and live in this moment because, Lord, no, I never dreamed of anything like this. So to answer your question, I can't answer your question because I'm in the moment.
All right, Phil Marshall.
How different is this week going to be as far as compared to last week when you're kind of having to throw everything together and everybody's going in every which direction? How different is it going to be this week, preparation-wise?
I know offensively for us it's going to be a lot better. We have some time to truly, not to make any excuses, but we can actually have a whole week where we can, really watch Texas A&M and come up with a plan and, really be attack them guys the way we see fit. So I just think offensively, with us getting this time, we're gonna play a lot better, and I don't think we're gonna get out to such a slow start.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, Carnell, the fourth quarters have been a big problem all year. Second half, pretty much all year, big problem. It was different Saturday night. Anything change to make it different against Mississippi State?
And just serve and believe. That was the message from offense to defense to special teams to us coaches. I'm talking about the support staff. Everybody in this building that touch our kids, man. We want to serve each other. This is the circumstances. It is what it is, but we have opportunity to do some cool things. So that was kind of the whole message all week, and I honestly think those guys just fought. I really think that the coaches did a good job with those guys delivering the message of fight or quit, not watch the scoreboard. Like I told the guy, I honestly, and I don't want to, we all do respect. I would rather lose that game the way that we did and seeing them kids come together the way that they did versus us win that game and some of the same things go on. So I told them kids, I know we lost, but it's a win for us. If them kids fight like that, they gonna win in life. So just positive energy, serve and believe. Now, as you guys see, we got the discipline piece of it. We got to come together with that, but that's a start with them guys serving each other and believing.
If I could follow up, it's, a Chart who comes in the game that looked like he got a lot more defensive players in early, especially front seven. You think that helped you guys stay pressure on defense?
I can't repeat that.
A lot of players in the game early on defense, a lot of backups in, defensive front linebackers, even second. I think that helped the team stay pressure.
I do.
Especially against the team throwing 60 passes.
I do. I think the more people you can play, let's just do the math, the fresher they'll be later in games. And man, I just think those guys competing, those guys being in the right spots on defense. Wow, that was Auburn football. That was Auburn defense. The main thing, like I told those guys, what we lack in numbers or talent, we can make that up with our effort. We can make that up with being precise, discipline. So I think the defense, wow, they did that. They flew to the game. They were the ball. They were relentless, and they played together. They played, did their job. And the main thing with effort.
And stay on that right side, Bill.
Like Bill Cameron with ESPN 1067. Mark actually got part of what I was going to say. So it's sort of to build off of that, you've got a few guys that really haven't played. Just love to get your thoughts on your thoughts on playing time for some of the players that really haven't seen playing field. McPherson, some other guys like that might be able to help you here in the last few games.
Well, again, we're scratching and we're fighting for everything that we can do to win this ball game. So collectively, the staff and I, we gonna continue to put our heads together and put these guys in position and get the best players on the field. So, I believe in the more guys that we can play. The more depth that we can develop, we will be better in the long run because of that. Which, let's face it, we got 3 more games, so it's not much of a long run. But answer your question, man, we're trying to win the game, and we're gonna play the best players that we feel like that's gonna give us the best opportunity to win the game.
Front row, Jason.
Yeah, like Jason Caldwell, Auburn 247. A lot of former teammates, Auburn Letterman, all these guys, we've seen tweets of support. What has that meant to you to probably heard from a lot of those guys to get that support and just the support of the fan base the way it's been in this last week or so?
Honestly, it don't surprise me. That's why I chose this place, this institution 2 decades ago, because of that same love that you all feeling from the Auburn family. They embraced a kid like myself that had a dream to, take care of my mom, to change the trajectory of my family. And the feeling that they gave me on my official visit was one that always stand out to me. But to have those former players, and as you know, a lot of guys from Ronnie Brown, Carlos Rogers, some of my good buddies, Jared McIntyre, Jason Campbell, to name a few, DeMarco McNeil. Now I'm naming names, so now guys gonna be mad at me. To everybody, everybody ever played with. People are truly reaching out and supporting me and getting behind this. But I'm excited. I am, and I'm honored. That my fellow brothers will actually, take time out, man, and get behind this.
When you look to going on the field as a head coach for the first time Saturday, I mean, you were pretty excited Saturday night. Have you already thought about what that feeling's going to feel like to run out there on a Saturday night as Auburn's head coach at Jordan-Hare Stadium?
Oh, wow. It's, again, did an interview this morning about that, and it's Monday, so I'm going to hold it together. But you can't make this up. I mean, I honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I do know I got a job to do to get this team ready to play, and get these guys prepared, and lead these guys. And so I know I can't make this about me, but I am going to sit in the moment. I am going to enjoy it. And I'm excited for that moment and honored.
Justin, Auburn Live. You talked about the defense playing Auburn defense, Auburn football on Saturday. Can you talk about? I don't want you to speak for Jeff Schmedding, but the week that he had, and obviously you have a lot of guys that left. He remains, and you have a defense that played really well, that seemed to respond on Saturday. Just kind of talk about the defense and his part in what seemed like a pretty tough week, as you talked about.
Whew, I mean, Coach Schmedding played a pivotal role in getting that defense ready to play along with that defensive staff. One thing that I stress to, not only defense but offense, all the coordinators and coaches, man, let's get simple. This is not a week to trying to put in all type of looks, and man, look, let's play simple football, and let's get these kids a plan, and let's put them in position where they know the plan and they can go out and execute it. And from there, in game time, we can adjust and make things, that we need, the adjustment that we need to make. But very simple, man. To me right now, less is better. We need to play with effort. We need to play relentless. We need to, I'm talking about fight to the end. Like I think right now, over the X's and O's, I just think right now that is more important because again, these kids know football. Our systems are in, had much change, but I want less, where guys can play faster, guys can react, guys feel comfortable, and now, like I say, we can adjust from there.
Just wondering if you had an update on Austin Troxel after he had to leave the game, and do you expect Donovan Kaufman to be available this week?
Yeah, so I have a very soft spot for guys who get injured because, like you all know, my career was full of them. But Troxel will be having season ending knee surgery, so he's actually having surgery today. So I feel for that young man because he have gave a lot to this program, and man, he's an Auburn man through and through. So I'm proud of that young man. I personally hurt for him. I know how he feel, but that young man gonna be he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. Then Donovan Kaufman, he is day to day right now. I think he's doing some things with Robbie now, so we gonna continue to see how he progress. And he's a guy that's day to day right now.
Go back row, John.
Hey, Cal, John Collin, ABC 3340 in Birmingham. I just wanted to ask you about game management in your new role as the interim head coach. How much different was it for you to watch the game and coach the game as the head coach as opposed to being the running backs coach, which has been your responsibility for so long? Did you have to switch or adjust?
Night and day. As a running back coach, I'm really worried about my guys and my responsibilities on special teams, and the punt returners, kickoff return, and I'm good. But this here is a little different animal. Whenever the refs, running over to me, ask me what I'm gonna do, I kind of, first time I was kind of little dazed out there at times, but it's a huge difference. Just knowing that all that responsibility falls on you and you're truly making the decisions. But man, again, thank God for my staff. Thank God for Coach Betzel. Thank God for a lot of these coaches that have been doing it way longer than me. So I don't know it all. I'm still learning, and I'm leaning and depending on my guys, my coaching staff, and they know that. So I thought overall, wasn't bad for first time.
Second row.
Brian Swobo on AL.com. Well, a couple things. One, what do you want to be called? Coach Caddy, Coach Wack, Carnell is now that you're head coach, but then also, have you been able to get some rest? And then what has this last couple of days been like since the game, watching film, that whole situation?
Well, I'm going to try to not get lost. Your first question on what I want to be called. Pretty much I've been asked that my whole life since I came to Auburn. Do I want to be called Caddy? Honestly, a lot of players, they call me Coach Lack, Coach Williams, Coach Carnell. It honestly, it don't really matter to me. And what was your second question?
Have you been able to rest since you weren't getting much sleep?
You know what? I have. I got, instead of 2-3 hours, I got 5 hours of sleep last night. So that's a start. But I did challenge my staff today when we staff met is, look, we can't be up here all night. We got to find some balance, man, where we do get some rest, work out, eat. But last week was a real one. But yes, so I am getting sleep. So that's one of my focus this week. Hopefully, I can accomplish that. That's to be continued.
And then the last thing was, what's the last 48 hours been like? As far as you said, you changed practice, some of that stuff. How's that been going?
Yeah, so we had opportunity to, for you all know the schedule. On Sunday we usually practice, but gave the guys a day off. Got in late, so gave them a day off and did what we did a wellness checkup where, if you played in the game, you had to go get checked with Robbie, and then we just did what we did call a captain practice. Where those guys, they ran on their own, they lift weights on their own, and then they watch film on their own. So that way, Sunday, as coach, we got the opportunity to come in at 1:30, and now we had the whole day to watch Texas A&M, flush Mississippi State, and really get ahead. And then so today we actually going to practice this evening, which is just going to be introducing Texas A&M. We are going to have position meetings. Then we're going to have what we call walkthrough because right now we need to really know and execute and know what our opponents are doing. So just felt like today, man, just taking it off the kids, a walkthrough. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, same as that practice that we always done.
Brian, third row.
Brian Wilson, the War Report. Coach, I saw you in post game and you said that you felt like the effort and the belief got through, like the message got through, and it was the first time that you had really felt like it had been that way since you've been coaching here. You've been here for 4 years. For you to have been here coaching for 4 years and not see an effort that you connect to be quintessentially what Auburn football is supposed to be, what did it feel like during that time when you were on the staff but you've not seen that effort and that spirit from the team?
Well, maybe I misspoke because I have been here for 4 years, and look, I was excited. A lot was going on. Let me retrace, and not saying that Auburn, the kids didn't play hard because of course kids play doggone hard under Coach Malzahn and also with Coach Harsin. The time they play hard. Just a lot going on, a lot done happened. But again, it was refreshing to me to kind of bring it back, especially in the last 2 years, and what I truly feel like who's the glue to this program, and a lot of people don't know, is Brother Chat. So kind of switch meeting styles up on Friday where, chapel wasn't the first thing that we did. Whenever I was here, we always finished with chapel, which was powerful. And, those guys had the opportunity to sit in with our Brother Chat after we had dinner, after we had meetings, then dinner, and then they had the opportunity to hear me talk, and then we finished with Brother Chat. And again, I think I stayed like 8, 10, don't know the exact number, wish I did, but 10 guys gave their lives to Christ. And just from there, like I told those guys, man, we can't lose. I just truly feel like this is what this coaching profession should be about. I had the opportunity to have a lot of good men in my life, and I would not be here without those people pouring into my life. And that is what it's truly about. Yeah, we're going to be judged off of wins and losses. But in the day, I don't want to be judged that way. But I know I am. But I want to be judged by these kids 10, 15, 20 years later down the line where they say, Coach Latt was good for me. I don't ever want to have a kid once they get older and get wiser and say that Coach Latt was no good for me. He didn't tell me like it was. So to me, honestly, that's more important. That's the most important thing. And look, this is Auburn. The wins, the football part of it's going to take care of itself. But we have to be in a relationship with each other and care for one another. If not, the ball games, you win ball is bigger than that to me.
We got 2 more. We got Nathan and then John. We got players waiting outside.
Kind of like Nathan King over undercover. What was it like for Ike and Will to kind of put their heads together as co-coordinators? Did you feel like they got more comfortable over the course of the game? And I guess, what are you looking for from them this week to get more comfortable with the playbook?
Yeah, I did. I feel like over the game, they again, it's new. We all knew I threw a bombshell on them. Auburn threw a bombshell on me, so I threw it back on them. So again, I thought those guys worked good together, man. Look, Coach Will, friend, Coach Ike here. I played with the guy at Tampa for 4 years, 12-year career, University of Florida, national championship. Coach Friend, you guys know he played for that old other school. And we ain't gonna say that, mention that, but man, them guys are like football junkies. So I got full confidence in that offensive staff and the guys that I'm working with, man. Honestly, they make my job a lot easier where I can, kind of the head coach, try to do this head coaching thing and touch our players. And so I feel like, again, this week, guys in the lab right now working. One thing that I do know is they gonna come up with a good plan, and we are gonna be together, and it ain't gonna be pointing no fingers, and we gonna have fun doing it, whether we up by 20 or we down by 20. And like I don't want the negative energy. I don't want the negative vibe. We all working for the same cause.
Last question, front right, John.
Thank you. John's again with AP. A little off topic, but how much of a chance have you gotten to know your new boss, John Cohen, and what were your impressions?
You know what? I met him for a brief second there, and just from hearing them talk, and has read up on them. Man, I do think the Auburn, the future of this program is in really really good hands. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of tunnel vision right now, and I'm just putting my head down, plowing and working and getting these kids together, these coaches. So I haven't had much time at all to even talk with them, be honest with you.
All right, Carnell. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you all. War Eagle.